It has been 1 year since Superstorm Sandy rocked the Northeast, including parts of Maryland and Virginia. And one of our hardest hit areas was Crisfield, Maryland. Hundreds of homes were underwater there. Maryland Bureau Chief Brad Bell went to check in with the residents there to see how things are looking 1 year later. Brad?
Well, Allison, on the surface, things are still beautiful here in Crisfield with the water and the blue sky. But take a look here. I'm on what was the hub of activity in this town, the city dock. You can see it's still a construction zone. And then laid out behind me there is the town, barely above sea level and barely beginning to heal. 80-year-old Ruthie Fountain will never forget the moment when she saw her home after Superstorm Sandy.
I opened the door, went into my bedroom. That's when I seen all the water.
Like hundreds in the small town of Crisfield, she lost everything to the flood. But today, she sits in a new home nearing completion and built just for her by volunteers from church groups from as far away as Rich Redekop's home of Manitoba, Canada. He gets emotional when he talks about Ruthie's plight.
We all need a place to stay and a place to call home. I can't imagine living anywhere without a house.
1 year ago, it was bad here, already being hammered by the recession and a sinking seafood industry. Much of the town of Crisfield was under chest-deep water.
I've never been afraid for the safety of my community like I was a year ago today.
Attorney John Phoebus stepped up to manage the recovery. 1,200 homes were flooded. The landmark town dock was ruined. And with the nation's attention focused on New York and New Jersey, he called for volunteers, and they came in droves and are still coming.
This hurricane has brought our community together in an incredible way.
8 homes are now under construction, thanks entirely to charity and volunteers. A new town dock is nearing completion, but they still need cash donations and volunteers. Everybody involved with a long-term effort says it will be another year before the town is fully healed. That's why Ruthie Fountain counts herself blessed that her home is nearly done.
I mean, they really did a beautiful job. They're my friends forever.
And what you're looking at now is the shelter they have here on the town dock. You can see still under construction, but nearing completion. It's one of the things they're hoping they can get done here because this was the hub of tourist activity. Without this dock, well, there's just no tourists in town. In Crisfield, Brad Bell, ABC 7 News.
All right, thank you, Brad.